Here we are, here we are, here we go. Welcome to Compound Fracture's YouTube channel. This is episode 23. I just said the last one was, but this is, and you're all confused now, but that's okay, because I'm also confused, so we're in it together. All right, how's our TV station doing? It's probably getting pretty good by now, I think. Yeah, it has all the resources it needs. Concrete is still the bottleneck, so this will end soon. See if any concrete trucks are on their way. They probably are. Let's look. Yes, we have like 7 concrete mixers all on their way to this building. We're gonna have trouble with the cement throughput. That's what's happening, really. We're just taking so much concrete quickly right now. Oh well. Oh, we're out of money again. We're just peeking back over the 2 million mark. Oh well. 2,011,000. We're still having trouble getting enough workers to this power plant, and that is a concern. It's an ongoing concern. Those buses must have been empty, or partly empty. We got 6 workers right now, which is enough. How's our steel doing? Steel's doing great. It's still completely full, 99% full. And our export truck here with the iron and the steel is loading steel. It has 20 tons already. What's happening here? Cannot store steel. Oh, that's not good. Okay, so it's because I limited this train to 10%. So we're going to take off that limit right now, because that's a problem. No longer limited. Let's bring it up to 40%. So now it's going to load steel, and the steel plant will be working again, right? Right? It's not loading steel? What's it doing? Oh, boy. So we are loading 40% steel, but it just probably needs to reset by going to the next stop, I guess. Go to the next stop, come back, get the steel. And right now, the steel plant is sitting idle, which is really not good. That could be why our money's had a bit more problems recently, actually. We haven't been exporting nearly enough. So we're picking some up here. That's good. That'll get it going for a little bit. But again, we're out of space. The forklifts are having trouble keeping up, but once the train gets back, it'll take the extra steel. Where's the train? Here. At the border. It's loading up on iron. Here's the concrete plant is doing okay right now, but it's out of cement again. So we are really running into a cement bottleneck. So I think I'm going to solve this by putting another small distribution office over here specifically for cement. Or actually, better yet, we're going to put it over by the cement plant. We need dedicated cement facilities here. So let's construction. We want the construction, storage and warehouses. A small distribution office, please. We do have power around here, so that's good. We're having trouble with our terrain not being flat in this area. Let's see if we can make it work. No, we're going to have to raise it by hand here. Oh, that's auto building. That's not what we want. Not sure if this is going to work. We might not have enough space in here to build it. We'll see. I hope so. I hope we can just put the small distribution office right here. Might consider replacing that road, that dirt road, putting it a little bit farther up the hill. Could also put the distribution office on the other side of the road, which should be fine. Let's try it again. Oh, that's better. Yeah, we can put that right there. That's no problem at all. Good stuff. So once that's built, we'll be in a much better footing when it comes to cement delivery. We can have 5 cement trucks all sitting there, all right next to the plant, waiting to pick up cement. And over here, we're also pretty low, unfortunately. Not super low, though. That's okay. And we're out entirely over there, though, so... This is a mixer, okay. Huh. Again, well, we finished the foundation. We're now at the bricklaying phase, but we need 500 tons of concrete for that. So we are really cement bottlenecked here in a pretty big way. And it's only assigned this construction office, which is fine. It can all build from here. We really don't need 4 buses here, do we? Huh. Might consider lowering the bus count. Meanwhile, the rail construction's going very well. How are the asphalt roads? Oh, this one's completely done. That's nice. And this one's underway. I'm going to put this road back in over here. Just like that. Tell it to start construction. Make sure that this fits. It does. Now let's continue flattening over here. Oh, we need more money. How's our steel train going? Speaking of money. Looks like it's going fine. Our export's almost full again. Maybe we should have it turned up to use all of its space on steel. Why is it having trouble loading iron? I don't understand. What's going on here? This train's being very, very strange. I don't get it. I don't get what's going wrong with this train. It should be bringing the iron back by now, right? Let's pump that up to 100, and then, like, what's going on here? It's so weird. Well, we'll manually tell it to go back to the steel mill at this point, I guess. And we're out of iron entirely at the steel plant end of it. Because that train's just been sitting there for who knows how long. I don't get it. I don't get what's going wrong. So how are we doing over here? Missing concrete. Of course we are. Plenty of coal right now. That's good. Our brick factory is not keeping up with demand at the moment, which is a bit of a concern. I think we probably do need more buses for the power line there. So let's build 2 more small little orange buses. Which one is it? I forget which stop this is. I think this isn't stop number 2. I should mark these stops a little bit better, probably, so I have a better idea of what's going on. This is Constructo Zone Bus Stop 2. So we'll switch this to that one. Start it. Copy it. Paste it there. Start this one. Feel like I'm hearing something in the background, like someone's knocking on my door or something. Hard to tell with these big headphones on, though. Well, whatever. I can pretend to not be home, right? I'm not sure. There probably isn't someone knocking at the store or at the door. It's probably just game sounds confusing me. I am very easily confused, so that makes sense. Once these two roads are done, we'll be hooking up the streets to the bus platform and the shopping center, and we'll go from there. For now, let's plan where the warehouses are going to be. So we'll go into mod so we can get the smaller warehouses. Where are they? Storage. Small warehouse and small cold store are the two things we need. So let's put the warehouse back here, I guess. I want to make sure this time I leave enough room for pathways, because I kind of failed on that one last time. So let's put it here. Actually, I might not have left enough room in general. I mean, this is probably okay if we do it like this, right? Just like that? Yeah, that's fine. Okay. I'll leave it like that for now. Just we know we can do that, so we're okay with that. Put in the meat warehouse. Small meat store, please. Put that right here. Okay. Now let's keep flattening for a while. There is this annoying little hill in the way. Little hills are very annoying. Now, is this road completely done? It is not completely done. It looks like it is, but it really isn't. We just need more workers. Or, like, a mechanism. I'm surprised there aren't... Like, we have all the mechanisms we need, I'm pretty sure. A roller's on its way. That's the thing we're waiting on. So it's just cruising down the street very, very slowly. Did not take the flatbed truck we put there for its use. Oh, well. That's fine. It'll eventually get there. Okay. Back to looking at the TV station. It's lacking concrete, of course it is, obviously. Distribution office is getting work done. It again, it needs concrete, but it has an excavator working away, so it'll get there. And again, we're out of cement at this concrete factory. That is our big problem right now, is not enough cement trucks. They can only move 3.1 tons at a time, and that's really insufficient right now. Our gravel store is almost full. That's nice. Nice to see. No workers over here. Let's tweak this bus stop a little bit less to the gravel processing, just a bit. Well, we'll do an even three-way split, because we've got plenty of people processing gravel right now. Like, we're not in need of more gravel, so that should be fine. Got all the buses all bottlenecked together, of course, all like right in a row. Let's see if we can fix that a little bit by telling this bus number 2 to turn around here. Go back to the bus stop, please, even if you're empty. That'll at least spread them out a bit. Got more people here, and the brick is no longer worker bottlenecked, I guess. It seems to be making bricks just fast enough to keep up with demand. The coal storage is doing fine. Yeah, it looks okay enough. We only need another half a ton of concrete here. Oh, what's happening down this way? It's a bit of a bottleneck pulling out gravel. Or, no, that's... Wait a minute. I made a mistake. I must have, right? Are these all quarry trucks? I guess they are. Okay. I guess they just all arrived at the same time. Usually, you can get away with 2 quarries feeding 1 gravel processing. That's typically fine. And it seems to be okay. Probably just ran out of workers, so it wasn't using the quarried stone for a while. That's probably what happened. Okay. We should start planning our heating infrastructure. I'm going to put the heating plant... I'll do a small one somewhere around this area, I think. So let's get on that. So where do we find heating again? I always forget. All these relatively new building types just confuse me. Okay, I don't see it. Oh, we've had the sound really low this whole time. Let's turn it up a bit. Okay. Here they are. Small heating plant. I don't normally like to use small heating plants. I feel like they're very small. They don't produce much heat at all, but that might be enough for Shackleford. We might need 2 of them in the end. I'm not sure. I think by placing it this close to town, we'll only need 1 bus, really, in the end, servicing it. So it should be okay. Put it there. Connect it up to the road. Now we'll build medium pipes, I think, leading to like 1 heat source somewhere in town here. So let's do that. Let's put it right near the center of town, or what will be the center of town. So, now, like, how do these exchangers work? I guess, okay, so this is producing... Oh, that's where it says environmental pollution. So 7 tons a year is it. Hopefully that's enough to not be a problem for our people. We'll use a regular heat exchanger, though, right near the center of town, right down here. This road is done now, so that's nice. We'll just put it right like that. Okay, and then do cheap little roads here. Like that. Now we'll start construction on the bus platform as well as the heat exchanger. And then build pipes coming out this way. Big pipes, please. So let's, yeah, I mean, this is fine. We can always raise it up if we have to later. And we will. We'll want a road going underneath it at some point. So maybe we should plan that ahead. I don't know. I don't know what to do, though, here. I don't know exactly where I'm going to want the road. So let's just leave it like this for now. Can always replace a small section of the pipe later if we have to. It's not ideal, but it'd be nice to just do it right the first time, but oh well. Wait. Oh, these are only small pipelines. They can't fit the big ones. Oh, I'm going to pause this game right now then. Is that true? These can only fit the small pipelines. Yeah. Okay. Do we still want to do a small exchanger? Or a small plant? Not sure. We could have a bigger plant slightly farther out. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do it. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna cancel all those plans. I'm gonna leave that there, I guess. I guess I'll do a big exchanger out here instead of a small one. So we'll put it slightly farther out. We'll put it out here, I guess. Let's put it like this, maybe. Okay, sure. Now I want gravel roads. And now let's flatten this area out here a little bit. Oh, we need money again. And we should unpause. Come on. Okay, that looks really good. And it's going to be nice and flat going that direction, which is nice. Look how flat this is. Just naturally lines up. So, okay, so we're going to continue this asphalt road out in this direction for a little while. Then we're going to put a gravel road coming out from it. So like that, maybe? And then, well, we can keep going, I guess. Do we want that much asphalt road? Maybe not. Let's just cancel that. We'll do it gravel for now, and then we can always upgrade it. This will have sort of a backup route. It won't be like this will be the only road to get there, so we can shut it down for a while to do an upgrade. So we'll do that, and then we'll curve it down. Like so. And connect that up like that, I guess. Though that could be dirt. Whatever. I mean, it's probably fine. I might as well just make it dirt. Okay. Oh, I don't love that. In fact, I'm going to change it. Going to just get rid of that section and do this a little bit more smooth. More like that. That's slightly nicer, I think. Might be exactly the same as it was. I'm not sure. Either way, though. We'll fund it like that. See what happens. Eventually, we'll have farms probably out in this direction and stuff too. So we will use these roads for sure. And then we'll rebuild our big pipes. Let's leave these slightly off the ground, just for future proofing, and put them right along the highway. Hill causing obstruction, that's weird. That looks good to me. Yeah, look at that. Very neat. I see, that's a little bit of hill right there that was causing the disruption. That's okay. So we'll tell it to start building. So by the time the town's done, it should have heat available to it. We'll probably want to start the actual population moving in during the summer, so we have a little bit of a buffer where we can get the bus stop built up here, and then get people bussed over to the heating plant in time for winter, and also get like coal imports coming in and stuff like that. Meanwhile, the bus platform is just getting its excavators in place, and it's going to start working. Shackleford is coming together. It's very nice. I hope this heat exchange isn't too close to town. We'll find out soon enough. Meanwhile, we should be planning some more basic infrastructure. We're going to need a hospital right in the center of town and some schools. I guess that can wait, though, for a minute. Let's see again how far we can build with this construction site as it is. We'll need some more roadwork construction sites. Yeah, you see it stops right there. So, yeah. We don't really want to extend our town too far in this direction because we can't currently build that far. So we'll probably want the hospital and schools and stuff to be around this area, closer to where the nameplate is. And again, I hope that heating plant isn't too close, but oh well, we'll figure it out soon enough, I guess. Let's continue flattening in this direction for now. Actually, we should check on our steel train because it's been a problematic train for us lately. So let's make sure it's doing its thing. I like that it's not here. Where is it? It's on its way to the station, and it has 59 tons of steel. So that's perfect. It was set to load as much as 100 tons, so at some point it stopped. Probably when it ran out of iron, it wasn't producing steel anymore, I guess. So it'll unload about 50,000 rubles worth of steel and pick up iron. I think we need another loan. Our total loan amount is going down. It's only 1,900 now, not the full 2 million. 1,900,000. Yeah, that's the one. Oh well. Television station's coming along real nicely. It's still waiting on concrete. Let's see how this distribution office is going. Waiting on steel and boards and bricks. Okay. And workers. But it's close enough to being done that I can fund it with 10,000, so I'm just going to do that. I'm just going to cheat this a little bit. And then we'll realign our cement trucks to all go through there. So let's go to the main distribution office, and we'll get all the cement mixers out of here. The 2 of them. Then we'll buy more. So you go there, and you go there. Oh, I hate to do it when you're in the middle of a job. How close are you? Let's just see where he is. Oh, he's still a long ways away. Well, we'll get him later. We won't fill it up quite yet. Do I have a 2-way rail system? Mostly. I'm in the middle of like kind of getting it finished. We finished building this line. We still have this crossover right here at the moment, and we haven't done the crossover closer to the destination yet. We'll get there though. So our rail system is still a bit of a hybrid. It started as a 1-way system, and it's kind of moving in the direction of being 2-way, but we still only have 1 train, so there's no point in having a 2-way system yet. And what was I doing? Oh yes, cement. That's important. So let's get this set up now. Office tasks. There. Load. Not unload. Load as long as it has 10% storage, I guess. 10's fine, I think. And then get that up to like 80%. And then the same thing for the 1-way over here, please. This one. 80%. Good. Okay. So now that that's done, we'll buy more cement trucks. We have 1 in here. We need 3 more because we have a 4th that we're going to bring over once it's done its current load. So dry bulk tank. Now this one is better. This newer one here holds more cement. So we'll do 3 of those. And then we'll check and see what's going on with the other truck. This one. Oh, it's going back to load more, so this is a perfect time to change its home. Go there instead, please. Now we'll go back to this initial distribution office, and we'll take the cement, all the cement buildings out of here. The concrete plants. So you're gone. And where's the other concrete plant? Here it is. Gone. Okay, good. So now we have 5 cement mixers doing deliveries instead of 2, and that should dramatically help our ability to produce concrete reliably. It's already filling up here. And over here, it's still empty of cement, but it'll get there. Meanwhile, what's happening in here? We're out of bricks and out of steel at the moment. And unfortunately, these flatbed trucks don't seem to be refilling it, which is odd to me. Like, since we're out of bricks and out of steel, you'd think that like more than 2 of these flatbeds would be hard at work. And I don't quite understand why they're not. It's possible, I guess, that it's only sending out 1 at a time, but why? Turn that up to 90. And then we get another truck. This one's going for prefabs though, and we have a lot of prefabs. So it looks like it really is limiting itself to just using 1 truck at a time, which is unfortunate. We do have steel, right? Like maybe the export train's been hogging the steel. Oh, look at that. That's what's happening. So this needs to be at 20% before those trucks start taking from it. So I think we're exporting too much steel. We've gone from exporting not enough to exporting too much. It's sad. It's only 64 tons, though. I don't know. I will tweak these numbers, though. We'll bring this down to 30%, I guess. Check my brick factory. It looks like brick trucks only move with 20% at export. Yeah. Yeah, my brick factory's not doing well, so that's why we're having a brick bottleneck happen. Let's stop exporting quite so many bricks as we have been previous to this. We can take one of these trucks off. We have like 4 of them doing the export job, I think. So here's one that's just finished its export. I'm going to tell it to go straight back to the vehicles depot here. So that should help with bricks. Maybe 1 more. Here's one that's going to the customs house. So once it gets to the customs house, we'll tell it to go home. We'll borrow more money in the meantime. Where are you? Oh, you're right there. A little dirt road. We could really use to upgrade these roads in this area at some point. Long term, I'm going to fix the rail system. Absolutely. You can see the plan is to have a two-way rail for sure. But our next big rail expansion is going to be quite simple. It'll just be another single line going from our iron district, delivering iron ore to the steel mill. And then this train here will be exclusively for steel exports at that point. We're still in the early game where we're figuring out relatively low throughput options just to get our local construction going well and keep it going well. So here we don't have any iron right now. I think what's happening is that the steel train, the iron and steel train is staying in this station until we're out of iron entirely. So the steel mill stops producing, and then it's leaving because it can't load up any more steel. In an ideal world, we'd have another set of forklifts on the other side, and we'd have the export train going to its own dedicated station. That would probably be a better solution. But for now, this is working kind of all right-ish, so whatever, it's fine. It was working a lot better when I had the exports almost entirely cut off, go figure. Let's bring this down to 20% instead of 30%. Meanwhile, we're still concrete bottlenecked here, not steel bottlenecked, so that's nice. And the concrete plant has plenty of cement now, so that's good. And then this other concrete plant has some cement. It has enough to be working. Oh, we're auto importing? Oh, that's wrong. We obviously haven't put this on the gas delivery network yet, which is this guy. So we'll add this gas station to it, please. And yeah, that's right. Let's get a third cistern going. Might as well. So what's the best cistern available now? Something with a lot of capacity would be nice. Like this guy, 12 tons. Ooh, sexy. It only goes 60 kilometers an hour, though. This one goes 80 and carries 9 tons, which is the one we built here. This is the other one we built, which carries 12 tons and goes 70. So, yeah, these T138s are still the best, even though they're very old at this point. I think they are, anyway. Looks like. Oh, this one. 9 tons and it goes 80? That's nice. It's more expensive. Yeah, I think I'm going to stay with this one. 12 tons goes 70. Seems fine. My electronics distribution going to be good enough by the time I get the TV station built. Well, we are importing electronics from the border. And I think it's, I mean, it's okay. We've got little warehouses in town, so we are keeping a good stock of stuff. And you'll notice we have like 26,000 televisions already and only 31. So like, okay, so like 98% of our population have a radio at 3,100 radios. So if we have 2,600 televisions in our little world here, that's got to be like, what's the math on this? Somewhere around 80% of our population have a television already. So that's pretty good. It's a good start. Okay. So we've had trouble building pipelines in the past. It's been really awkward how they need to be like connected. Like it seems like the game likes to leave sort of intermediary sections not building. But we built it with only 2 spans and both spans are connected up to a building. So I think that should work. We should be able to build this entire pipeline without having to intervene at all, I think. We're out of money again. But we're now under 1900,000. So yeah, that's good. Does the buff from TV and radio work during all free time, or do people have to choose? I don't know. I don't really know. I think they choose though, because I've noticed in the past that the cinema seems to lose viewers as you build TV stations. We have a lot of viewers in the cinema now. That's really good news. But I think it just means that when they want free time culture or free time whatever, they stay home instead of going out, I think. I don't know. I might be totally wrong about that. So this is going okay. We only need another 1/3 of a ton of concrete, so that's got to be on its way, right? 1/3 of a ton? Doesn't seem too hard. These are all buses. Oh, here's the mixer. Yeah, there's the 1/3 of a ton of concrete, and it's coming from the faraway construction site. Of course it is. So it's going to be a little while before it gets there. They don't stack? I'm not sure if they stack or not. One thing I have noticed is that when you don't have them fully populated with workers, the quality goes way down. Like, we have a rating of about 45%. This has been mostly over 50%. I don't know why it's fallen. And when the quality goes down, it really seems to affect happiness. So you got to be kind of careful about that. But I'm not sure about the specifics. I really don't know. And there we go. We're done that phase of construction. We're now on the steel framing. Good stuff. Yeah, wikis are good, especially for games like this that offer little in-game guidance for a lot of things. It's a great game, though. I don't want to, like, tell anyone it's not great, because I love it. There's a reason it's one of the first games I decided to play on this channel when I started the channel. How are our buildings doing? I think we're actually completely full up. Yeah, we are. We're totally full up. We should build more residential area here. Oh, and our kindergarten looks like it's a bit of a problem here, too. Well, let's start on asphalt roads, and we'll go from there. I'm going to tell this area to build a couple more flats. Yeah, this is like totally my sort of like zone out into a game, you know? It's very unobtrusive in the old mind space. Kind of just slow and steady winning the race is a nice thing sometimes. I think that's okay. Want to make sure there's room here for a pathway for sure. Something like that. And then we'll put in a field maybe here on the other side. Then if we need more kindergarten school, that can go back here or something. Something. So we'll put a field in like here, I guess. And yeah, I mean, that looks okay. It's not great. It's not the sexiest bit of city I've ever built, but I think it'll do. We'll start on the asphalt road right away going out in this direction. Just going to make sure that these roads are buildable. They are. That it's not too far away. Or not too close, rather. So then let's start construction of the roadway. And once that road's done, then we'll hook up these apartment buildings and really get moving on it. I think this one will start via the path these days. It used to be you needed a road connection, but I think they do build via the path at this point. Oh, we should be thinking in terms of fire hall as well as a hospital up here. None of this area is covered by fire infrastructure right now. I really want to be more proactive in the future about having like a lot of firehouses instead of just like sort of a minimal number. Because I always seem to end up with a whole bunch of buildings that aren't quite covered, and that's really frustrating. So let's put a fire hall directly across the street from the heating plant. I'm kicking myself for not putting a bus stop on this road before the road was finished being built. So let's just, I mean, who cares, whatever. We'll just build a bus stop like off the road. It's not quite the best thing to do, but you know, it's fine. So, okay, so if we put the bus stop here maybe, or let's build the fire hall first. How about that? So equipment, fire station. And put it right in here as close as we can get to the main road. So that seems good. I don't want that to be gravel though. So let's kill that, please, and then replace it with a dirt road. Then we wanted a bus stop, and really the bus stop should be like here, right? Do I want to demolish the road? I think I do. I think I want to do this right. Like, I don't want to be this half-assed about it. So let's make this a little bit more future-proof than we had it before. It's only a gravel road. It's not that big of a deal to rebuild these things. They're very, very cheap. And I do want it to be like the way we want it for the long run, not just something temporary here. So, is that right? Maybe we should turn it so that it's on the grid here. I like that. I like putting it like here. Okay, that seems good. Now, we will make that gravel, and I think that's fine, just like that. So we'll build all that stuff. Oh, rusty Shackleford will soon be a metropolis. It'll be lovely. Good old rusty Shackleford. Now, by doing that in segments without the game being paused, we might cause ourselves some headaches here. It's possible that the some of the construction vehicles will get confused because they're trying to get to that bus stop to build it. And same with the... Oh, no, the fire hall is connected, but the bus stop is not. I'm actually going to just fund this tiny little section of gravel road just to make sure the construction vehicles have a path. So I don't want that to just be one of those little mini headaches that we have to deal with. Okay. How's the steel train doing? I mean, this is what it should be doing. It's dropping off iron, picking up steel. We have no extra steel at all right now, and that's a real concern. I should have this whole export, like, designed a lot better, this whole area here. Actually, I'm really regretting the way I built this. That's okay, though. We can figure it out in the long run here. We can rebuild it. Be a little bit smoother. We're going to want to rebuild this rail area here, too. Unfortunately, this whole line is not in a place where it can be easily accessed by our construction trains. So we might want to just, like, immediately take out this area and make it a two-way thing and fix it. I don't know, though. It's tricky. Serving both the needs of the present and the needs of the future. I think we're going to have to, like, auto-build pretty much all of this and redo it once we get to that point. So let's not think about it too much right now. I am going to take a second to, like, fix up the this area here. So let's do a little cross section somewhere a ways out, like maybe here. And I think we can tell this to build and it'll be okay, because these are both two-way lines at the moment. So I think we can make this work. Probably once the construction train comes in, it'll ask the steel train to wait its turn, which is fine. Because all of this is just one section. Get more money. So how are the construction trains doing? There's two of them. They have all the materials they need. I noticed the fuel's low, which is interesting. I wonder if this this tiny little distribution office is enough. But no, actually, what's happened is when I changed the fuel distribution system around, I did not add the rail construction depot to the new line. So that was a problem. We'll do that now. And then these guys should spring into action. There he goes. Bringing fuel to the rail construction office. That's good. And already our little construction train's doing its thing, building this little section for me. So that's nice. And hopefully the steel train will know to wait its turn. I think it should. Here it leaves. Good timing. 41 tons of steel. 40,000 rubles worth of steel. So let's watch it go and make sure that it's doing the right thing here. Should wait right here. Yes. Good. Good, good. And here comes the construction train. Excellent. Now, let's make sure that this is going to stay on the right semaphore. Keep blocking the train's route going this way. It should. Oh, yeah. No, it's fine. That's going to keep being off. That's going to keep... Yeah, we're fine. No problem. We're making progress on this gravel road again. Gravel roads go real quick. They're not much of a pain at all. So we are going to build a second fire hall over here towards where the iron mines will be, to make sure the iron mines are covered. Because, oh man, there's the frickin' fire hall range. That's one of my real pet peeves in the game, you know? I wish that it was a little bit more flexible in terms of fire placement. Bless me for being the first workers and resources streamer in a while that phases one-way rail mostly correctly. Yeah, I do get very frustrated by it, you know, but yeah, like it's all just it's a puzzle game, right? Like rail, it's just about figuring out the solution to the puzzle and not being too pig-headed about it. So let's build a power thing there. Build roads. We'll use the big wires because this station will be taking a lot of juice for Shackleford. There we go. Just seen horrifying rail setups, and it's always some sissy chud that's too pig-headed to fix their deadlock spaghetti. Yes. Oh, no, I hate it. I hate it when people, like, fail to measure twice and cut once when it comes to rail lines. They're really not that difficult. There's a few little quirks of the game engine that make it harder than it should be. But I don't know. It's not that complex. It's, you know, it's very doable. So, like, this guy's waiting his turn here. And he's going to wait until the... until this guy comes back. I see. It's two different construction trains. And the steel train is not at the station. That's good. That's how it should be. So the steel train's made it back home safely here. Yeah. It's unloading iron, loading up steel. We're still not keeping any steel for domestic use, and that's still very concerning. I'm actually going to completely disable this thing picking up steel for a while, which is, I don't know, not ideal, I guess, but... Oh, wait. No, that's not what I want. I want that. No, that's just going to load everything, right? Yeah. I'll bring it down to 9%. How about that? That'll work. There are quirks to the game, for sure, that can be very frustrating. Like that one thing where, like, the rail is, like, slightly misaligned, you know, and you can just visually see that the tracks don't quite line up, but the game engine doesn't pick up on it when you're placing them down. Oh, man, that stuff's annoying. Can't be arsed to do a 5-minute tutorial. I'm going to fail at life for 2 hours instead. Yes, absolutely. Though, like, to be fair, it is kind of confusing. It's like logic gates, right? Like, if you have sort of some background in logical thinking and, you know, any sort of logic gate-based design, it's not that hard. But when you're thinking about, like, you know, semaphore design is challenging until you get a handle on it, and then it becomes, you know, quite reasonable. So this isn't quite done yet. You love how the game is pretty flexible on how difficult you make it? Absolutely, yeah. You can turn it on easy mode and just, like, auto-build everything and then just go straight for the fuel. Like, that's my biggest thing in terms of, like, artificial difficulty. More than anything else, it's just don't export oil, right? And that makes such a difference. I'm going to just gravel up this little nub here, make it look a little bit nicer. The tutorials are pretty good. I haven't done the tutorials since I first bought the game, and I think they were remade since then. Like, I think when I did them way back when, they were pretty terrible, honestly. But they've gotten a lot better. I think. I don't know. It's been so long, I forget. Wireframe. Gravel road. So I'm not going to extend the town this way, I don't think, any farther. So I'm okay without flattening this area. I'm just going to hook up the road like that and tell it to start building. That'll be a bit better. At least look nicer. I don't think this road will actually be used for anything because I don't think it's actually a shortcut to anywhere, but whatever. Might as well hook it up. We got a little bit of steel sitting here now. Where's the train at, I wonder? Is it waiting its turn? No, that's a construction train waiting its turn, so... Yeah, here it is. It's in station. That's gone really well, eh? Like, the construction's been progressing at the same time that the track's been functional. It's great. This poor little patient guy just sitting here being like, well, they're paying me. Paying me to build the railroad, but it's break time, everyone. Yay, break time. Almost done here. There she goes. And And you can finally get to work, little guy. Good job. Good job waiting. So what's going on over here? We got a good sort of buffer of coal ore. Meanwhile, the coal output is maxed, as it has been for quite some time. The steel, it did manage to store enough iron here, I think, that it was still producing. Oh, no, maybe not, because, yeah, we're 170 tons unloaded already. Okay, sure. And we are loading up steel. This should only load about 20 tons of steel and then stop. What's the rate here? It's producing 43 tons of steel for every 200 tons of iron. So it's producing like, what would that be? Like a little over like 20%, just over 20% of the iron into steel. So if we're unloading 300 tons of iron and picking up 20, that's like 8% or something. So with this setup, that means that we should be saving 2/3 of the steel we make for domestic use, and 1/3 of it is being exported. So hopefully we can sustain that and build our steel reserve while doing it. That seems good to me. 1/3 export, 2/3 for domestic use. Seems fine. Meanwhile, our brick storage and our prefab panel storage are both filled up again, and there's less pressure on this coal storage because of the bricks being used less. So we're feeling better about that. The heating plant and cement plant have been ordered to get their coal from the other coal storage way over here, which isn't the best. I mean, it's working. I'd like to switch it back to here at some point, but I'm concerned because I really don't want to run out of coal here. So let's wait. If this one gets up to like 80 or 90%, I'll switch it all back, and that'll be nice. The only major pain point is that there's not parameters for map gen. Yeah, totally. Right now I'm using the default map, and the default map's wonderful, but I hadn't actually built a city on the default map for like, I don't know, probably a year at this point, so I decided it was time to go back to it. But while I haven't used the default map, I've used workshop maps, and some of them are okay. Generally speaking, they seem to all have too much resources for my taste, and even the ones that are very light in their use of resources, the places that do have resources tend to be like just this massive like sea of resources. Not massive, but like very deep, very thick. And so you can get so much out of a mine at that point that it's kind of silly. Like the base game was obviously designed to have the resources be kind of like scant, I guess you could say. So like this initial coal mine is 21% quality, which ain't great, you know. This one, which I put in a much better place, has 49%. And that's about the best you can expect out of the base maps mining. It's like a 50% mine. That's like max pretty well. So that's good. Like I like it when I like it to be a little bit less easy in that particular way. What's happening here? We have a mechanism, but we don't have asphalt. So do we have dump trucks bringing asphalt? I hope so. Yes, we do. 2 of them. Now just 1. This one's going to the asphalt plant to load up. The other one was probably returning from having previously been at the road. Okay, well that's fine. You differ on that, but also like the fantasy of massively populated, massively productive communist utopia with lots of workers. Yeah, totally. I'm usually a big fan of like of difficulty, you know, like having things be a little bit. I mean, okay, so there's a difference between like busy work style difficulty, where it's just like a pain in the ass to do a thing, versus scarcity, I guess. Like I like having a little bit of scarcity, so my choices seem to matter a bit more. That's it. Like I don't like how hard it is to like upgrade roads in the middle of a town where you have to like do each little stretch of road separately. That's not difficulty to me. That's just annoyance. Conveyor all the way. Yeah, conveyors are great. Very expensive if you want to move things any distance with them, though. Has the random map gen become halfway decent? Like, the last time I actually tried it out was right when it was first implemented in the game, and it was god-awful. Like, the random map was just horrible. didn't have good terrain, didn't look natural at all. So yeah, I mean, if it's improved, I'd totally do the random map every single time if it was good. It's much better. Oh, that's excellent. That's really good progress. I guess, like, in the distant future when I decide to start a new game again, which it'll be a while. I'll do a random map next time. Right, the bauxite, yeah. Same with when they brought in uranium. Does tend to mess everything up a little bit. Oh, the roller's doing its thing. This road's almost completely done. And this building, look at this. This building has filled with citizens, and it's built entirely, and it's populated, despite not having a road connection. That's really interesting to me. It seems like they've improved the game in the sense that you can now have more flexibility over building placement, because you don't seem to need the road connection anymore for the apartment buildings. I betcha they're still necessary for, like, fire engines and stuff to get to your buildings, but still, that's a huge improvement in my mind. Okay, so let's start planning this. Okay. All right, there's more empty space here than I normally like. Like, I really enjoy having things be very efficient, but that's okay. I don't know why I put this one so far off to the side. That's kind of silly, but fortunately we haven't actually started building it yet, so there's time to change my mind. Maybe like this instead, eh? Yeah. That might be a bit too close. Third time's the charm, right? Okay, that seems good. That does work. Good enough. Is the road done? Hey, the road's done. Awesome. All right, that looks good to me. River generation is suboptimal. Interesting. Yeah, that would be really hard to get a auto river generation. It's like a kind of a chaotic system the way rivers end up meandering. And chaotic systems are extremely difficult to simulate, just in general. So we have a big problem here where there's like no way for pedestrians to go from one side of this complex here to the other except this main trunk and this one over here. So there's like this big area where you can't get through. And I mean, I guess that's okay because at least both the shopping center and the bus stop are accessible from both directions. So my biggest concern is like the hospital, but it can get everywhere. That's fine. Not everywhere is walkable, which isn't ideal, but the ambulances should be able to pick up the slack for people who can't walk. I hope. But we should certainly be replacing this with gravel. And I'm just going to auto build it so it's not too disruptive for our people, and so it's not this like that horrible little pain in the ass of like changing every little mini road one at a time. This will help our people get around. There. Same with over here. Okay, looks good. That should really help walking distances and stuff. And yes, this apartment can reach the hospital now, so that's nice. They can't reach the... Oh, no, they can reach the college. Look at that. Even the college is accessible from these new buildings over here. Even this one. This one cannot reach the hospital, but it can reach the college. Interesting. Oh, no, that's not the college, is it? That's the substation. Yeah, whatever. Whatever, it's fine. Might want to switch this for a better path as well, actually. More money. More money, more problems. All right. The gulag is indeed coming along nicely. Have I enforced happiness? Well, why should I have to enforce it? Look at my happiness. Look at it. It's like just a sliver of unhappy. And meanwhile, my loyalty's coming up. Like, my loyalty was way down before I built the radio station, but it's on its way. It's making inroads. We're gonna have these people like still loyal to me even despite all the famines we've had, and maybe even because of the famines. You know, like, who will protect them from future famines? Me. That's who. I will protect my people from famines that I create. I mean, I'm not creating the famines. I'm only doing the protecting. I'm not creating anything. Except a paradise. I'm creating a paradise that has very few famines relative to other paradises. All right. So what's happening up here now? Still building all of these things. We're only building it out of this construction office, which is fine. I actually kind of regret having this construction office working on the TV. Oh, our TV station's done. Oh, joy of joys. We have a TV station. Oh my God. So now we need to like pump up the propaganda value. Yes, yes, yes. We're going to have about 35% maybe. How do we have the other one configured? We shouldn't have them fighting each other. So we've got a tiny amount of anti-religious propaganda, just a bit. We have a bit of enthusiasm for sport, a bit minus on the preference for alcohol, and then the rest is propaganda and culture. And that looks about right. It's about the same. So we might have a bit of a worker shortage for a while, but look at this rating. Oh, look at all these. We're moving the graphs. We're moving the graphs around. It's very nice. 85% have a television. That's fine. So now our big fear is that we're going to take up so many workers working in the TV station, we might not have enough workers to do the necessary tasks for a while. Let's see. I hope we have enough workers. Power plant seems to be doing fine, and same with the heating plant. That's the biggest concern of them all. So no, we don't have much religious people here. I noticed that the religious sympathy is increasing. By the way, this is one of the things that makes me think that a poorly built radio and TV station is worse than nothing at all. Because before we had TV and radio, you see, the religious sympathy was like nothing, right? Because we have all multi-generational residents. We haven't been bringing immigrants in. So without any churches, they naturally tend towards the bottom. But once you have radio and TV programming, I think they get some religious, some religious like fun, joy, or whatever out of their television and radio. So the religion bar is not zeroed out the way it once was. And that's a bit of a problem. But no, I mean, we're not having much of an impact on religion here. 0% it says, actually. So maybe we should increase that slightly. Now we have at least something there, and there's not much in terms of alcohol addiction. I'm not so concerned about education strength because I think we have plenty of education in our education system here. But yeah, so now it is doing an anti-religion, so hopefully this thing will start trending towards the downward direction. Oh wait, we had 7 escapes! Why are people escaping from my paradise? It's paradise. Come on, stop escaping, people. What did I do wrong? What have I done to deserve this horrible fate? We've had quite a few escapes, actually. Look, our population went down for a while this year. I don't know what that's about. I should check out some of the important things here. That's actually concerning. Lots of food. It might be that our food trucks had some trouble filling the food during like the summer months when the harvest was a long ways away. It might be that we don't have enough like import food from the border trucks to keep that going when the food trucks delivering from the farm stop. I don't know what else would cause those escapes at this time of year. It's not like heating's an issue. It was the summer. It's interesting. The religion graph over a longer time span. Sure. Let's do that. I've never looked at that, I don't think. So I'll hit last year, and then I'll just like click this button a whole bunch of times until we get to the present. We'll have a nice 2-year span. See, we had a real population dip this summer, and I don't know why. I really wish I'd kept a closer eye on that. That's not good. So, religion graph. Here it is. So, look, it's slowly built up. Let's keep going back. Because the radio station was finished. Actually, I bet we can figure this out. We can really, really isolate it. So, this was the last big famine. The last sizable famine. They don't happen very often, people. Come on. So, we've got 3 years of history now from September of 66 to 69. So if we look at our government loyalty, we can see the point right down here where we got the radio station. That's when the government loyalty came up from 0. And I see it's gone down recently. It's gone down probably because the TV station wasn't doing a good job of making people loyal at first, because it took me a second to fix the values on it, which is interesting. Meanwhile, religious sympathy, right around the same time, it started increasing. It had gone down to 0, and it's been going up ever since. I find that without any sort of any sort of media, if there's no media and there's no churches, religious sympathy will trend towards 0. Yeah, the dip in party loyalty and the die-off, that's true. I'm not sure which is a bigger factor. There was a while the TV station was running without propaganda, and you can see where are we? Loyalty. The population dip was a little bit ahead, right? So like the dip in population was here around June, July of this year, and the government loyalty happened like September. Just recently, just after I switched after the TV station was done. I'm pretty sure that's what it was. That was the dip in government loyalty. But like, if you don't have media, any sort of activities you don't have within your empire should trend towards 0. Like alcohol consumption, though we do have a pub, but whatever. And religious sympathy. And government loyalty should also trend towards 0. It does look like starvation. So what I bet happened is, you see, we have 2 different food systems set up. These 2 distribution offices, they take the food in from the fields and bring it to the silos. But they also bring food from the factory, both to the border and to the 2 stores in town, right? Meanwhile, we have a second system where this distribution office brings food. It only has 2 covered wagons, though, right? But it brings food and electronics and everything else from the border straight to the warehouses. So I think what I'm going to immediately do is build another covered wagon in here with the space that we have since we took the cement trucks off of this little system. So we'll build another T138. And one of our tasks today that we had decided to do was to build up our food distribution system. So we should probably do that. We should just build a stronger food distribution system that's a little bit more resilient. So I think I want to put that right around here because it's kind of in between the two cities. Has good access to everything. So let's start on that right away. I'm going to use dirt roads. I'm going to put on the wireframe for now. There is a hill here. That's going to be tricky to come down from this road over that hill. Might need to come down over here instead, and that's fine. So make sure that this is connecting up. It is. There we go. So this will be our new food distribution area. So what do we need here? We need a bunch of warehouses, like more than one. And then we need multiple distribution offices, I think. Is that right? No, I think we should be able to just have one and then have the farms deliver to this area. Yeah, I think that should be good. Borrow more money, please. Do we have an extra large warehouse? No, I only grabbed small warehouses. I didn't grab the big ones. In terms of mods. I'm very, very light on the mods myself. That's my preference. Huh. So how do we make this work properly here? I think I'm going to do it this way. I think I'm going to have like a full-on distribution network setup happening here. Where we... Really, it's going to let me put it right there? That's interesting. There. Oh no, auto build. Boo. No. I mean, it's kind of what's done is done at this point, but whatever. Warehouse. And then we can add more later if we want. So like that. And then we're going to have a unloading facility somewhere. How do we do this? Let's get it playing again. Is this going to work the way I want it to is the real question. It's too bad you can't just hook warehouses up to warehouses. You need an active connection for that. You think the satiety and hunger plummeted pre-die-off? That's a good question. Let's look at that. I like the idea of looking at that. It'd be really nice to know what happened there. So there's the die-off. Now, satiation. Oh, boy. Oh, there we go. So, look, it did fall. It fell from 100 down to, like, 90, and then it recovered a bit, and then it fell below 80. Fell to about 75 satiation. So that does explain it. And meanwhile, health fell at the same time. So, yeah, it was a food problem. It's I bet you if we go farther back, we'll see a pattern where during the growing season, when we're the farthest away from exports, the food situation gets worse. And I think it's just because we don't have enough trucks bringing stuff in from the border. So, like, I mean, look at that. When you see that, with that type of timeline, it's obvious. It's obvious that at a certain point, our food factory stopped working and we started losing reliable food. So, yeah. Okay. Anyway, back to this. Is there a road unloading thing for warehouses? There should be, right? I think. I mean, I guess we don't really need it. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna say we don't really need it. I'm just gonna do it this way instead. We will build more warehouses. Yeah, thank you for your help, Polytimus. It's nice having chat watching my back, you know? There's not enough room for two more here, unfortunately. So we're just going to put one more somewhere. Like, I guess like that. And then we'll put a large distribution office. Might fit, hopefully. That would be nice if it would. We'll see. Oh, road cargo station's the thing I was trying to remember. Do we still want a road cargo station over here? Probably not, right? That's definitely the thing I was trying to remember, though. You know what? Let's do it. We're going to have to adjust our plan again, though. We're going to have to kill this one. Because we can't put stuff on that side of the street if we're doing the road cargo station method. And then we'll just put a second road up here. Cool. And we can attach another warehouse to the bottom. Let's do that. We're gonna have a big future-proof food distribution setup here. So like something like that, and then another dirt road going this way. Kind of like that. And do we need power for any of this stuff? Probably not, right? It's probably not going to demand power. This game is just a fun and complicated nightmare. I also like nightmares. Nightmares are amazing. They help remind me that I'm alive and also occasionally have dreams. And welcome to the channel, Polytomus. Yeah, welcome. Thank you for the follow. Adults still living with parents seem to escape. There's no free room. Yeah, that's true. When adults are living with parents, they wait a while, hoping they can find free housing. But if they can't, they escape. It takes them, like, I don't know, half a year or something. So that might have explained it. But I think the real issue there was the satiation. It's just too convenient. Oh, and welcome, Jank Tank. Thanks for the follow. You know, it's all exciting for me, people. I'm like something like 10 follows away. Oh, I need money. Something like 10 follows away from being at 50 followers. And maybe it's less than that. Maybe it's like 5 more. And then when I'm at 50 followers, that will make me like a real channel in Twitch's eyes. And I'm not quite sure what that helps with. It helps with a few things, though. It'll let me do things like accepting subscribers, for instance. That can be a thing. I can maybe get my first sub one of these days soon. But I will be a real channel. This channel is only about a month old now. I started, I think the first day I streamed was November 30th. So like just over a month. And we're making progress. It's going well, just like the game. It's all about progress. Okay, oh, right. And speaking of progress, we're like 20 minutes past the official end time of this here video, so this will be a long episode. This was episode 23. Last time it was not episode 23, but this time it most certainly is. See you soon for episode 24. Bye, YouTube.